here's the law, that some of the people that are preparing, what do they call them? The
preppers?
Preppers,
yeah.
yes, the preppers. Some of these wise people that are preparing realize something. Here's a fact. If we do not learn from history, we are condemned to repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
The fact is, throughout the history of mankind, good times have been followed by bad times, which are always, fortunately, followed by good times again. And so many people right now are complacent that the juggernaut of economic disaster and cancer haven't hit yet. While they're sitting there in their complacency, it's climbing up the economic ladder, and as the people are falling down to that bottom rung, it reminds me of a cartoon I saw one time. It was a bunch of sheep, and they were going toward a cliff, and they were falling over the cliff. And they had all these stricken looks on their faces as they fell off the cliff. And there was one little black sheep right in the middle that had a cartoon bubble above it that said, it was pointed the other direction, and said, "Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me." And you see, there are few people in this country, there are millions of them, but relative to the population, there are few people that realize that if we take control of our dependencies right now, while we still can, and get a supply of food, put in a supply of food, and work to be able to eke out whatever we can to set aside some food right now that's storable, then they have a chance to survive. The people who do not pay attention, when these prices hit this year on raw materials, and they start to trickle down through the processing of the foods to the point where it shows up in the grocery store at the price that you're going to have to pay just to keep that processor in business. They have to stay alive.
Yeah.
We think 20,000 families dropping below the poverty line is ridiculous. You ain't seen nothing yet.